Hello guys, and welcome to another video. Check out this. My daughter Melina made this for me yesterday. It was my birthday yesterday. Thank you very much for all the messages, all the emails. It really means the world to me. But this video is not about my birthday. This video is about making music. Now, what I'm doing right now is preparing to upload my latest composition. I have shared this on my latest video. I did two music compositions. One is a corporate pop track and another one is a hip hop track. Now, I'm looking to compose more happy music like I was mentioning on my last video. And the reason why is because I noticed that in certain libraries, happy music sells better than others. For example, some of the hip hop tracks that I have, that they're a little bit moody, they don't do very well, okay? And in fact, some of them get full-on rejected, and Motion Array is one of those libraries. My best sellers on Motion Array are always very happy corporate music, and that's my aim. My aim is to make more music for certain libraries like Motion Array, which I do very well there, but at the same time, I really hate to get tracks rejected as much as you do, especially when they're really good, because these hip hop tracks, for example, that I showed you on my last video, they're really moody. They have an attitude, but at the same time, they perform well on other libraries, but somehow a library like Motion Array is just, they don't even want it, right? So it's a little bit of a waste of material, if you will. So I'm certainly considering composing music specifically for certain libraries. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to have a second go by uploading some of my hip-hop tracks, especially the last one, which I thought was amazing. And if you haven't seen that video, I invite you to go and check it out. But at the same time, I'm thinking that if a library like Motion Array does not want my moody hip-hop tracks, that I particularly think that they're great because, again, they're doing well on different libraries, then I must be able to provide something different, or something that they want, I should say. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna get this track prepared to upload to all libraries, but the focus is to put this as well on Motion Array. They're definitely not gonna accept this type of title, right? At the moment, the project is called Corporate Pop Project, right? That's not a real title, but if I'm gonna upload this to Audio Jungle, it will certainly have that type of title, right? Like Corporate Pop Upbeat or whatever, very generic. And when it comes down to Pond 5, I will certainly create something different when it comes down to the title. It will be a little bit more artistic, and then in brackets will be like, hey, corporate pop, uplifting, motivation, and all of that. That's the way Pond 5 operates when it comes down to a title in your music. More sales from Pond 5 as well. I'm sharing here as much as I can when it comes down to the sales and the income from different libraries. Pond 5 sends you an email every single time you have a sale, which is nice to see the dancing bear. And if you're on Pond 5, you know what that email looks like. At the same time, I'm trying to compose new music. I'm certainly going to do more music today. As I'm recording this, is Saturday, right? So yesterday we had a small birthday party here at the house, me and my two daughters and my lovely wife, and we just ate some cheesecake. I love cheesecakes, okay? So that's just a fun fact anyways. But yeah, today I'm going to be doing more music. Upload this music track first, get rid of it, right? Just package it up, put the watermark to Audio Jungle. Pond 5 doesn't need a watermark, so you just like drag the file there, and that's that. V5 Music. V5 Music is another library, which I really enjoy uploading because there's technically no rejection as far as I'm concerned, and the upload process is just so easy, man. It's just like put the title that say no description or anything, no tags or nothing. And that's the way it's going to be today, really. That's the way that my day is going to evolve. But I'm really looking forward to compose more music. So what I want to do right now is just that, like get rid of these tracks that I have composed, because otherwise they just sit there and collect dust, and start writing music immediately. I'm definitely going to replicate this type of corporate track. And I will definitely share that with you in another video too, so you can see my compositions and maybe like walk you through the whole process of how I make this. I like to share as much as possible of how I compose music. and especially when it has to be done very, very quickly. A lot of people have asked me about mixing, how I mix my music, and definitely want to share more about this process as time goes by and show you how I make the music and how I mix as I'm composing the track. So mixing is not a separate activity like a lot of people think. That a lot of people think that you have to compose and then mix at some point later on down the road. But in fact, I do everything in one session. Even though I teach on my courses and everything, and I really go a step-by-step process of how you can mix a track, right? I'm still showing you how you can mix as you're composing, even if you start having two instruments. So immediately you have to take critical decision when it comes down to levels, because at the end of the day, mixing is just about levels. Something is being louder or lower in relationship to the other instrument. So in theory, the more instruments you have, the harder it is going to be for you to mix your track. And that's where a lot of people have problems. And a lot of composers struggle with withholding or constraining themselves from adding too many instruments. And less is more. And that's a real challenge. In my experience, the less instruments you have on your session, the better for your mix. And it's going to sound bigger, because that's what we want. We want our mix to be as big as possible, but to be clear, to have this 3D dimensional aspect to the sound quality, right? Like, we need to be able to use the whole spectrum. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself here, and I'm going on a different tangent when it comes down to mixing and production. This video was not about that. This video was about me finishing up some of my music, and kind of like a vlog, if you will, of giving you an update of what I'm doing and what I'm going to be doing later. And hopefully tomorrow I can show you a brand new track that I'm about to make in the next few minutes. Thank you so much for all the love and support. If you're new to music licensing, would like to learn, download my free guide, link in the description. Again, thank you so much for all the emails and all the messages yesterday. It really means the world to me. Thank you so much. I'll see you in another video, my friend.